Welcome to Playing for Second. I'm Josh, and today I'm going to be continuing my quest for fame in Kingdom Legacy, Feudal Kingdom. At the end of my last session, I had reached stop card 68, which signified the final turn of the base game. So today we're going to be playing through that final round, as well as adding in the Distant Lands expansion, which will give me quite a bit more gameplay to add on to my campaign. So let's jump into session 5 with one quick correction from session 4. So at the end of session 4 here, I had this flooding event that was on the table, and it was blocking 2 cards. I now have to, because I forgot to at the end of that round, I have to destroy this card as well as 1 blocked building or any other 2 friendly cards. And what I've chosen to do is destroy 2 other friendly cards. I'm going to get rid of this Young Forest as well as this Spoiled Princess, because that's going to be a problem to deal with, and it can only net me 2 points if I'm able to upgrade it again, and it's going to make me discard cards when it does come into play. So even though it's going to score me 2 points here for my strength and numbers goal, I am going to ditch that just so I don't have to worry about trying to upgrade that. And then this 1 wood, this Young Forest, again, it can't score me any points, so I'm just going to go ahead and ditch those cards for now. All right, so as I mentioned, this building needs to go away too. As I mentioned, we finished right at the end of last session here. We finished on stop card 68, and this one had me discover the 2 cards. You can go back and check those 2 cards out. They're already in the deck. I'm giving up a shuffle right now. We are going to start, again, our final round, and then we'll be tallying up our score. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be a very good score. I kind of pre-counted the points just on my cards and what I have out on the table in my goals, and it's not great. Not surprising, as I know I've made quite a few very poor decisions, but we will we'll see how we do and get going here with the next round. So we'll take the top 4. Okay, let's see what we got here. I would like to get this priest upgraded. For sure, that was a goal I had. It's funny how quickly the end of this game snuck up on me. Okay, so I could net 5 points if I wanted to go and search for some barrels and some gold here in my deck. Again, not sure if I want to do that, but I do see King Alahar, my knight, waiting here at the top, so I'll probably just bring them out. That's going to stay in play anyway. Oh, okay. Destroyed 1 negative card in play. I don't currently have any negative cards, so this might be a turn. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here and dig. Again, I see another knight on top. That's going to stay in play as well. So I'm going to dig through here and try to get a negative card to use this Inquisitor's ability for. That's why I took this card in the first place at the end of last session. So I'm going to keep digging. Hopefully we can find some more barrels and some gold. We are definitely going to, be happy to have knights out. Oh boy, that one might go to waste though. Okay, here's some more barrels. I'm going to advance again, and that will give me the barrel. Oh, do I have gold? If I have gold, I can get this card done now. But again, I'd really like a negative card to be able to use this Inquisitor. I won't see this card again. Let's see, I've got 3 gold total. And if I bring the barrels in, I'll have enough. I'm going to keep digging. I think I just need to really dig in here and get moving. Maybe not. Got a lot of cards out and no way to upgrade this guy yet. I see stone on top here. Okay. And no way to keep most of this in play, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, I can spend 2 to upgrade 1 card in play, paying as normal. I might want to do that. See, I've got some stone here. This costs 3 stone. And I can upgrade that canyon into a wall, which is 3 points. Could also spend 1 of each resource to upgrade that. That's not bad, because that'll be counted as 2 persons. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trudge on here and see what we can pull out. Okay, still no negative person, but I do have the resources to upgrade this at this point. No, because I don't have wood. That's astounding. All right, I've got barrels. And I could discard a person. Man. Ugh. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to dig in here just one more time and see if we can't get something else. A wood, potentially to help upgrade this person's card, or possibly a negative card I could destroy, or maybe something I could fight with this knight that'll be discarded. Let's see what we can do here. Got it. Okay, good. There's an enemy. Wonderful. All right, so what I can do then, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this and destroy one negative card in play. Here's a negative card, so that's going to save me 5 points at the end of the game. That was helpful. I really want a wood. I don't see one on top, and I don't know how much further I want to push this. Although I could upgrade this. That's not really going to do any help, be any help to me. So let's see what I can do. Really needed a wood here, and I have no way to generate it. These two swords I think are going to go wasted. All right, I can spend 2 to upgrade one card in play, paying as norm. I got a sword here too. That's really unfortunate. I have all my swords out here. At least these are going to get to stay. But I do have stone. Oh, you know what? This town hall. I could upgrade this town hall potentially. Again, I need wood and one more stone, and I don't have that. But I do have this. I could gain any one resource. So let's dig again. This is a crazy first turn, but I'm going to dig again. Okay. Add sticker 6 and 10 to one friendly card in play if I wanted to do that. Sticker 6. Okay. That's cool. Sticker 6 is a barrel. Sticker 10 is just 5 points. So I think what I'm going to do is I will do this. So let's get rid of, we'll destroy this finishing touch card and add sticker 6 and 10 to one friendly card in play. Okay. So sticker 6 is a barrel, and I'm going to just add that to my mushrooms. So this is +1, and sticker 10 again is just 5 points, so that's just 5 free points for the end of the game basically. And I will write 5 points, which is nice because that kind of negates King Alahar here. But now I do have 6 barrels currently that I can throw up in my exports here in a minute. All right, now what I wanted to do, I did want to upgrade this town hall. I think that's going to be the best thing for my upgrade purposes now, because this turns a 3-pointer into a 7-pointer, and it adds another sword to my production. Not really sure that's helpful now because I won't see that card again now, but I am going to be adding the expansion on, so that is something to keep in mind. I do have 3 stone, I do have 2 iron. I am just short 2 wood, which is really unfortunate. I can get 1 wood here to upgrade my town hall. I could also, again, just upgrade this canyon into a wall that will stay in play later and have a sword on it. Interesting. All right. Well, I might do this instead. I might upgrade this because that's 2 points, and then this counts as 2 persons. So let's do that. All right, so I'm going to first of all spend these barrels, and what I'm going to do before I spend these barrels, well, I could upgrade 2 things here. Let's use this priest. Let's see what we can do. Although I won't have the gold then, if I do it that way, because I do need a gold, so I have to spend this gold. That's unfortunate. That's no help. Okay. I'm going to discard Sir Andrew and this priest. Those are 2 persons cards. And I'm going to use the mushroom discard ability here. I can discard 1 person to gain 2 barrels. So that's going to be 2, 4 barrels, 6, 8, 10 barrels right now. So let's add up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that did reach my next threshold here of 55 on my exports. So we'll be able to do something there at the end. Oh, that's right. I could do this for a gold and use this gold and possibly get 2 upgrades. Let's do that. Hold up. Let's erase 2 barrels here. And upon doing that, I'm going to take the priest back. The priest is going to let me spend 2 gold to upgrade 1 card in play, paying as normal, and it does not end my turn. So I will spend these 2 gold to use the priest's ability. And I'll use that to upgrade my town hall. Is this going to be beneficial in the long run? Is there going to be anything else to upgrade? I don't think so. Unless I bring in more cards, but I don't think I want to do that. So, or do I? Because then I could bring this down and I'm going to bring more cards in. I'm going to do that, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. Cool. And I still have this card lets me gain any resource. I'll be using that for the wood. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to spend. I can play a land from my discard pile now too, so I could always go get one of these things back, which I will definitely do before I upgrade because that will be super helpful. And if I spend these things first, cool. I can get possibly what I need back to do something else. Woo, lots going on here. I like it though. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to spend this mine card and I guess this event card to gain a wood. And this can be a coin. So we've got a gold, we've got a wood, we've got a stone, and we've got an iron. Those will be spent. And we will use those to upgrade this West Canyon into miners. And again, that was a free upgrade. I do not have to end my turn because I used, what ability was it? The priest's ability. So I still have the ability to continue going here. So for example, if I kept digging here, I do have 3 stone in play already. I have the ability to bring more stone back from my discard pile with the Town Hall's ability. So I potentially could upgrade maybe this Far Fields on this round. Or if I get 2 wood, I could potentially upgrade this Town Hall. So let's bring more cards in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, and had I not spent all those barrels, I would have had them for this. Okay, when play, discard the next card from your deck. Trade ship leaves. All right. But I do have the ability to upgrade this Far Fields into a wall. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I will spend my Town Hall to play 1 land from my discard pile. And it's going to be, doesn't really matter, I just need some stone on it. 1 land. Oh, I don't have a land with stone. Because this was my land with stone. Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to work out better. The thunderstorm is going to bite me. All right, I've got 3 stone. Do I have a land that has anything of value on it? 2 gold or 2 barrels? I can get 2 gold or I can get 2 barrels. Okay. All right, so it seems like I'm at a rough spot here. This is still just turn 1. I can't believe it. I do have my 3 stone. This would be nice to get rid of, but I think all of my barrel cards have already been out. This thunderstorm's going to hit me one way or the other. So I might bring these in anyway, flip it, see what I get. Again, I don't want to waste all these cards. I could also just reset this to discover one building project. But again, I'm not going to have time to do anything with that building project. Okay, yeah, and it's a big shame that I spent those barrels already. I guess I didn't have to, but it made sense at the time, and I don't think I want to undo that decision in order to kind of cheat a little bit. Let's play the Thunderstorm card. So we're going to advance. Oh, there's 2 barrels. Okay. I can still pull a land out, so I do have access to some of that. So, when played, discard your next 3 cards of your deck and flip this over. So 1, ooh, 3 wood, ooh, couple gold. All right, there's the stone I was looking for, but I might not be looking for stone anymore. I might be looking for barrels. I have access to 2. I need 6. That's going to be tough. So I might just go ahead and upgrade this sickness to save 8 points and turn it into this feast card, which at least is a friendly card. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not this. That's the barrels. My apologies. I might just continue with the plan. Oh, I would need to advance some more. What do my lands get me now? Still nothing. I can get gold. I can get 2 barrels. Okay, I might keep going. I'm going to keep going. There they are. Okay, I got them. All right. So I'm going to use my Town Hall. I'm going to play this to bring a land back out. I now have 2, 4, 6 barrels, and I can spend those on turning the sickness event into a non-negative card, which is really nice. Before I do, I'd have to get rid of that. I really want to discover Stranger 92, but in doing so, I would lose the barrels that I just got. So I'm not going to do that. So these are all going to go away because they aren't stays in play. I'm going to spend my 6 barrels to upgrade this sickness event, into a feast, and that'll be, again, less negative points in my deck. That was all turn 1. Wow. Here is turn 2. Good news is I got rid of some stuff. I got rid of a bunch of negative points, at least 13 points I got rid of just now, and then ended up upgrading something and not having to spend my turn to do it, which was nice. So we got another stays in play here. Compass. Nice. The compass is going to flip this time. That's exciting. So I've got this to do here in a minute. Let's see what else we're going to get done, though. So far, just some money, which isn't terrible. I've got a sanctuary I can bring in. I've got some swords, access to some swords and an iron. Let's bring some more cards in and see what we get. Okay, this feels like a good time to maybe try to find an enemy in here. I have a bunch of swords. All right, let's... An iron and a sword, though, upgrades that to 3 points. I do have an iron, and I don't want to waste 3 swords here, though. What do I get here? Oh, that's a bummer. I'm going to miss out on that. When complete, turn it, and then it would discard. So I'm only going to get 1 X here anyway. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'll get my X. It'll generate a gold. But maybe I'll hold off to see what comes out. Hill settlement, no wood in play. Yeah, I'm just going to do this and not risk it. I'm going to mark this. And that's going to upgrade into navigation. And that'll go to my discard. The sanctuary is nice because it's going to let me keep some cards in play here no matter what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 new cards. Oh boy. Okay, I can discover a consort. I might want to do that, or I could discover in a region. I don't think I want to do that. So what I might do, I'm going to bring 2 new cards in, because I do have gold now that I'm going to want to spend on this ambassador card. Yes, okay. Yeah, this is working out nice. So that'll end my turn, so I'm going to save that. So these 3 cards are going to be used eventually here to discover the consort of this ambassador. Before I do that, I want to discard 6 friendly cards in play to discover an artifact. That sounds pretty cool. Or I could upgrade that. I really want to discover a card. This card here, I didn't realize at the beginning here that I was going to need so many cards to stay in play, or to be able to stay in my deck. I didn't realize how many negative events were going to be working against this expanding borders card. Another iron can get me this upgraded, but again, I don't think I want to do that. I want to get this artifact, because that sounds neat. But I got to discard 6 friendly cards. Right now I only have a few that I could discard. So I'm going to bring a couple into play. Oh boy. Alex, you're not really doing much for me. That's fine. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also bring 2 more into play and save them with Sanctuary. Let's do that. Wow, all of my resources. All right, does that change what I want to do? Probably not. Definitely not. All right, I'm going to discover some. I'm going to get rid of some cards to discover this artifact. So I'm going to get rid of my arsenal. These have to be 6 friendly cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, and probably 6. Might advance again. I'm going to advance again. This is kind of weird, but I'm going to do it because I want to be able to save. This is a stays in play card already. And then I can still keep 2 of these cards that I have. These are going to be used here in a second. So I'm going to choose what cards to keep in play. I think I'm definitely going to keep this Renowned School. It's 1 stone and 2 iron. That's a great card to keep in play to have resources. This one's not so great because it doesn't have the ability to keep resources unless you have a land. I might keep this knight, or maybe this impressed boy. No, I'll keep that. That's 2 points, at least because it's a person. I might keep the knight just in case. Well, I do have these 6 swords, though. I'm going to keep the wood because I do see a card that needs 3 wood potentially to upgrade into a shipyard. That wouldn't be terrible. All right. So thank you for bearing with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friendly cards are going to go to the discard pile. And I'm going to discard this card in order to discover artifact 108. And 108. Oh, that's cool. Glad I did that. Ether Crystal. It's a permanent artifact. This card cannot be destroyed. The effect of this magical artifact is yet to be discovered. Oh, that's neat. So we'll put that up here with my other cards. That's cool. I like that it's teasing that there's something to do with this, but we don't know what yet. That's cool. All right, so that was just an activated effect. So now I'm going to go ahead and spend my 3 gold and use my end turn ability here to discover the consort 122. The consort. Okay, 2 more barrels. I like that. Or, yeah, I think I'm going to go with these trade goods. Like, that's nice. This the knight is nice, but I think I want to go with this this person lady who has a gold and 2 barrels. We'll go with that one. And then the ambassador goes to the discard. The Sanctuary at the end of the turn is going to let me keep 2 cards in play. It's going to be these 2 right here. These are all stays in play. So I'm hoping to find an enemy in here. There should be one more lurking. There it is. Okay. When played, block 3 cards with production. So 1, 2, 3. Those 3 cards can be blocked. Boom. However, I can spend 3 swords, which Anthony has 3 swords. So I'm going to do production with Sir Anthony, discard that to destroy this, and I'm going to gain any 3 resources. Before I do that, let's see what resources I want to gain. What do I want to accomplish? I have all sorts of cards. All right, before anything happens, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I'm going to reset this and mark 1. Then I can discover an invention or gain any 1 resource for each mark. Interesting. Okay, so before anything happens, let's do this Inspired Inventor. So we will mark an X over here, and that is full, so that's worth 15 points, which is great. Then I can either gain 3 resources or discover an invention. And I know I've gotten 2 of the inventions out of there already. I don't remember what the other one is, but I feel like I've seen it already, and I don't think it was something I wanted. Let's look at it again here real quick. It's 99 is what's left. Yeah, it's worth -2 points. I don't want to add that in there. I don't have time to get rid of those points. So I'll take 3 resources of some sort. And I'm also going to get 3 resources from here. So I don't know if the order matters here. One way or the other, I'll be able to get 6 resources. So I will go ahead and defeat this bandit. It will be defeated. Go back to the box. I have 3 resources. Then I can do this card. That'll also give me 3 resources. No new cards have entered play. So I'm free to kind of do whatever I want here. I can upgrade the Sanctuary. That feels good. Gives me 4 additional points, and then I can use that a little more efficiently once I start the expansion. The unfortunate thing here is, so this card will stay in play, but I'm going to be basically spending 6 resources. Oh, and this was upgraded, so it leaves play. I'm going to be spending 6 resources and then kind of wasting these cards here if I choose to upgrade the Sanctuary. So what I might do is actually use the Sanctuary to keep these in play, because I'm not sure what's coming up here, but I could also always upgrade something else. Actually, none of these have any upgrades left. And this shore becomes a shipyard. So that's 3 points. Interesting. All right, let's just do this. Let's use those 6 resources. I'll generate 3 gold and 3 stone, and I will upgrade the Sanctuary. That'll end my turn. These cards will be disappearing. And the last 2 cards come out with not much to do. All right, so I'm kind of in a situation I don't really have much to do with what I have left, unfortunately. I need barrels to upgrade the Traveler, don't have those. Nothing else is upgradable. I can generate 3 swords. That's not great. I can generate, I guess, 4 gold. So neither of those is enough to get into my army or my treasury. I'm not producing any barrels. So I think the best thing I can do is maybe end my turn and mark another wood. Because again, I don't see any other way to achieve anything here. So I will go ahead and mark an X, and this will become +2 wood. And that ends the round. Okay, so after we are done here, it says when this round is over, count your fame and write it on the first location on the box. So there's a little, on the side of the box, there's a place to mark your score. It's time to brag about your friends, blah, 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 blah. When the round is over, I can do this. All right, it's going to tell me how to count my fame. So we'll go ahead and do that. probably just keep track right here on this card. We are going to look through all your cards, including your permanent cards, sum up all of the fame on their active stages. Note that some cards, especially the gold cards, might require some additional calculations to determine their fame. I'm going to write right here. So we'll just kind of write down things, write down our scores, and see what happens here. Woo! All right. So I want 70 or more cards in my kingdom, not counting permanent cards. This is worth -2 for each card missing. So this is definitely going to be a negative point. These are all permanent, so I won't count those. So let's count through some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 47 cards, which means we are 23 short. So we are going to lose 46 points from the expanding border card. That's not great. Strength in numbers card, this is going to be 2 per person. So let's count up our people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's counted as 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm going to score a positive 34 points from my strength in numbers card. My trader is worth 25 if your production of barrels is 8 or more. I'm positive that it is, but I will look anyway. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Absolutely crushed that one. So we're going to score 25 points from that. Our army, this card is worth the highest marked fame, so we're going to score 7 for that, plus another, what is that? Can't even see the number in there. Looks like another 7. Yep. 7 and 7 is 14 from those cards. There's 10 on this ether crystal. And then I just kind of got to go through here and count up all my points. So I'll just kind of add some together and then write them down here so I don't forget them. There's 3, plus 5 is 8, plus 6 is 14, plus 3 is 17, plus 4 is 21. I'll write that number down so I don't lose track. Then we'll start over here. Here's another 8. That was a nice upgrade there late. 10, 14, 18, 22. 3, 5, 7. Actually, let's do it in a separate stack. That way, if I miscounted, I can go back and find it easier. 3, 5, 7, 11, 17, 19, 25. All right. 4, 7. Ugh, negative 5 there for a positive 2 in this stack. 8, 17, 17 and 15, I believe this is worth, right? 5 per, yes, 5 per check. I got all 3. 17 and 15 is 32. Stop that pile there. All right, 3, 8, 13, 14, 18, 23, 26, 27. So that looks to be everything. We'll tally these up and we'll get a final number put on there. All right, so we've got these calculated up, and our final score here for the base game is 164 points. So that was the base game, 164 points. And now looking through the leaderboard online, I see that this is a very low score. I had a feeling going in I was making a ton of tactical errors. I could feel that as I was going, and especially with this, when it became pretty apparent late that we were losing a lot of cards, I knew I was going to lose a lot of fame for my expanding borders card. So maybe next time I play through, I'll kind of change up some of those decisions a little bit. But what we're going to do now, we are going to go through our expansion. We're going to add our expansion to it. So it says, are you ready to continue your venture? Game includes built-in expansions, lets you play more. Read the section about built-in expansions. If you want brand new cards, there's other expansions. So we're going to actually add in the Distant Lands expansion. So here's the card for that. You've learned of rich lands in the south across the ocean. If only you can create a fleet large enough to launch your colonization effort, they will surely become part of your kingdom. So this is Distant Lands. This is the welcome card. And again, there's a little QR code on here that just takes you to the site where all of the card rules and things are housed. Really nice site. We'll go ahead and turn this over. I know we have to do a purge here to start. So perform a purge 7 and purge any 2 permanent cards. After the purge, cross out the stays in play effect on 2 friendly cards. Ouch. All right, so in order to perform a purge, you take your deck, you shuffle it up, and then you go through 7 cards at a time, and you purge friendly cards from it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get my deck shuffled up. I'm going to bring out 7 at a time. We'll get rid of 1 from each of those sets of 7. And I believe I had just over, what I have? Almost 50 cards. So we'll be purging 7 cards, it seems, from this deck, plus 2 permanent cards of any sort. And the rules for the purge are pretty straightforward in here. If you look in the rule book, you get to add your expansion here. Here's purge. Destroying friendly cards, but keeping their fame. So I can destroy these some of these permanent cards, but keep their fame, which, oof, yikes. So when you cannot take the number of cards for your purge, the selection is complete. When you're instructed to purge a permanent card, you may select freely which friendly permanent card to purge. And then we're going to make note of the fame that was on those purged cards, because we don't lose those. And we write it in sticker 16 and add that sticker to the purged fame section on the side of your box. Then destroy all the purged cards. Remember to add all purged fame whenever you calculate your kingdom score. Yeah, so I don't want to purge this expanding borders card just yet, because I'm going to continuously have to take those negative points. All right, so let's do this. So we'll give these things a good shuffle, and we've got to get rid of 1 card from every 7. So let's get this thing going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a negative card. I can't choose that one. So if I choose one of these cards to get rid of, 2 gold's probably going to be what it is. Yeah, I like these. So there's our first purged card. It's a Plains. And maybe I'll leave these sitting over here so you can see them as I pull them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, all my persons. It might be this impressed boy. Definitely keeping Sir Anthony, Sir Andrew. Definitely want to keep my 2 barrels there. And definitely want to keep the architect, simply because I can find that building project, which is nice. Sir Alex is nice. It's 3 points. And I have the ability to potentially add more swords to them, so I might keep that. The Servant has been very useful, and the Impressed Boy is going to be a one-time use for swords. This might be the card that goes, because even if I do fully upgrade this to a Squire, its only purpose is to be discarded for swords, and with a couple of those stays in place, I think I'm going to get rid of that. All right. So go to the pile, and then next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I might purge this Inventor. It's providing me an iron. However, I think these other cards might be more beneficial. Or these Explorers. I don't know if I want these new regions or not. The Priest has been helpful, and I definitely, at some point, still want to upgrade them to a Cardinal. Yeah, this Inventor might be the one to go. I'm going to bank those 15 points, which is helpful. I'm going to do that. We're going to get rid of the Inventor. It doesn't really have a purpose anymore now that I can't... well, if I flip it... If possible, then discover any invention or gain any one resource for each. So basically every other round that I don't want to have to upgrade that. Inventor's gone. All right. That inventor was very useful at the end of the last round, though, so definitely glad that was in there. Okay. Ooh, a lot of good stuff in here. Far fields can become a wall. Or it could become an inn and then potentially an innkeeper. That one might be the one on the chopping block, though. I definitely want to keep this cloth. I definitely want to keep this knight. The school has a lot of valuable stuff on it. Definitely want to keep these barrels. I can't imagine getting rid of this town hall at this point because it is upgradable into a castle. The stone might be the one to go, but it's 2 stone and it's a land. I think these far fields are leaving. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Definitely keeping in mind, definitely keeping the royal consort. Definitely keeping the sanctuary. Those have been huge. All right. Church could become a cathedral, which is pretty nice. Definitely want to keep my fishing boat. Oh, well, that's at its last stage. Hill settlement can become a hill village, and then a peak village. I can discover a town. Treehouse definitely stays. This works nicely with my compass card that I still have in here somewhere. And this is at its final position. This hill settlement, though, I can continuously discover. Oh, not continuously. Town may be discovered a second time later, which is interesting. Church to upgrade to a cathedral is expensive, but I definitely have resources to do that. Ugh. Lots of cool choices in this game. And this is just to move on to an expansion. This isn't even the core gameplay. We are going to get rid of... We're going to get rid of this fishing boat. 2, 4, 5. Okay. Here's another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. The feast just gives us all right, so definitely keeping the beekeeper. I like the beekeeper. He's been good to me. 2 gold. I think I want to keep this event because I can upgrade this thing into looting, and then into pillaging, and then into plundering, which is just going to be helping me gain resources. That feels helpful. So I'm going to keep the raid. 2 wood isn't bad. The shore has the ability to get into some more seafaring buildings, which again I want to keep. Definitely want to keep this. So we're kind of down to these. This field worker, I don't think I've gotten great return on this card, simply because it never seems to be in play with lands for whatever reason. So that might be the one to go. Oh, why didn't I keep that? That's cool. Did I not look at that? Did I not look at that side? All right. This is just gain any one resource, which isn't terrible. Any one resource instead of having to double up a land in play. But I do have those lands that have like the barrels on it. I'm gonna get rid of this event, this feast card, and keep the rest of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm out of cards, so at this point I am done with the deck purge. These will all go to the discard, and I have a total of 16 points on these cards. So I will go ahead and write that on sticker 16, I think it was. Yeah, sticker 16. So I have 16 points on sticker 16. I'll just leave it there for now. Okay, then, after the purge, cross out the stays in play effect on 2 friendly cards. Okay, and these are the purged cards, so they're going to leave. Stays in play. Looking for stays in play. There's a stays in play. There's stays in play. There's one. Whoop. There's one. There should be one more, I thought. Maybe not, though. All right, so this is the tricky part because I think I'm going to need these swords, and having them be able to stay in play is huge. So I'm going to keep both of those. I'm going to cross off the stays in play effect on these two cards here. So these no longer stay in play, which is a shame because it is, again, it's nice to be able to bank resources, but I got to choose two, and I feel like those are the lesser of the choices that I have right now. So, all right. Then, play rounds as usual, each round discovering the next two cards from this expansion. In the first part of this expansion, you have 6 rounds to create as many seafaring cards as possible and gather resources on cargo cards. Maybe I should have kept that seafaring card from a minute ago, but that's all right. I've already made the decision. It was just a little fishing boat. It's gone. So I have 6 rounds to create as many seafaring cards as possible. So let's grab our next 2 cards here. And one's a beach, one's a coastline. I'm going to want to get those upgraded because I'm assuming... No seafaring cards on the back. But this looks like these cards are going to help me with seafaring cards. So we discovered our new cards. We are now officially playing Distant Lands. So, base game. Really, really fun. Really awesome experience. Excited to start it over again when I'm done with this expansion. But Distant Lands has been added here into my deck. Now that we've tallied our base game score, we've done our Purge, we've got our next 2 cards, our first 2 cards, I guess, from the expansion content. So we're going to see where this goes. It sounds like I have 6 rounds to kind of create as many seafaring cards as possible. And from what I was reading online is that this is the most story-driven expansion that's been created so far for the game. So we'll see how that works. It sounds like a lot of fun. I definitely love games that can add a storyline into relatively simple means of play as these cards do. So let's get these things out for our next round. Oh, you know what? I need to destroy 2 permanent cards. I didn't do that. Purge any 2 permanent cards. Ooh, okay. I definitely want to keep my barrels. I can get my army or treasury card out of here, probably. Probably my treasury card, because that's a lot of gold. I will get rid of my treasury card. Do I add these in as well? Yes. Okay. So this will end... I will get rid of this trader, because I definitely met that goal. I feel like I can only add more people at this point. I want to try to get more cards in my deck. So we'll see how that one works out. I'm assuming we score all these again when we get to the end of the expansion, but I don't know that for sure. I want to keep my army card in play only because, for example, the situation I got into at the end there, where I had some swords left over, I might be able to get this card advanced a little bit further. Maybe. I don't want to lose my exports. And in fact, I can add sticker 2, 3, 4, or 5 on one friendly card at this point. What am I at? I'm at 30, 40, 50. I'm at 60. So let's go ahead and cross this off. Or erase it, I guess. I'm at 60, or 59, sorry, 59 total barrels. So let's go ahead and write 55 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do have the ability to add sticker 2, 3, or 4, or 5 on one friendly card. I'm going to wait to do that until I see what's in this deck a little bit. So my next goal is at 75, and I get to put sticker 10 on any card, which is another 5-pointer. See, I don't want to lose my export card. That's going to be super beneficial. So I think these two, I've already met this goal. So it's worth 25 points, from what I understand. So I will go ahead and mark an additional 32 points off for these cards. 25 plus 7 is 32, and 32 plus 16 is 48. So I kind of banked 48 points worth. Okay, let's see how that works. All right, so let's jump into this expansion then. So we've done our purge finally correctly. We got everything out that we need to, and here comes our first turn in distant lands. And again, we're trying to make seafaring cards. So for example, this coastline, becoming a shipyard, I can reset to discover shipwright, or I can reset and mark 1x to add any resource sticker as production on a ship in play. Oh, that's cool. Or I can upgrade this to Coral Reef, reset to gain any 3 resources. That's neat. Discard 1. How about I do this? I want to do this. Or I have 2 barrels, and I could potentially upgrade this Traveler. Oh, that's neat. I want to do all of those things. Do I advance right away and try to figure it out, or do I just take what I've got, discard 1 person, discover stranger 92? Might do that. Now let's advance. Let's see what we get. All right, it stays in play. A knight, that's nice to have out. I don't want to bring this knight in. I have no way to use the swords. So let's... Oh, I do have a way to use the swords. I could bank 4 swords. Actually, I can do that right now. Already starting the expansion with just difficult choices. I'm going to discard this card. I'm going to discard 1 person card, this Traveler. And I'm going to discover Stranger 92. And that comes from the base game cards still. So that's kind of interesting, having 2 boxes to kind of manage. Okay, Stranger 92. Oh, first play, give her a name. So I haven't done this yet. Second play, add sticker 5 or 10 here. Third play, add sticker 6 or 10 here. Cool. Or stays in play, give him a name, add any resource production marker here, add any resource production. So this person is worth 10 points. Definitely going to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with that person. We'll see them in a moment. So, what can we do now? Do I have any lands? No, I didn't discard any lands. I could bring this knight in. I feel like that'd be a waste. I also don't have anything else to do right now. So those also feel like a waste. So, what's more of a waste? I don't have any lands in my discard pile, obviously. It's just the first turn. So the Town Hall isn't going to be a great use. I'd like to upgrade the Town Hall. Don't have any wood, don't have any stone. And again, I don't know if I want these swords to go to waste. So I could bring these in. That would give me 3, 4, 6 swords to mark on the army. And I don't think there's a lot of enemies in here, because I think I got rid of most of those at the end of my last turn. So it might be okay to do that. But that's my entire turn at that point. And I can do that now anyway. Let's just do that. Let's do that now. So we don't need these. I don't need these. I'm going to go ahead and use these 4 swords, 3, 4, to mark off my next army space. I think that's a decent use of those swords. Like I said, I don't think there's a lot of enemies in play. I was able to get rid of both of those skilled bandits from my deck at the end of last round in the base game. All right, what do we got here? Mark 1 for each seafaring card in play, including this. When complete, I get to upgrade this. And that becomes an astrolabe. That's cool. Okay. Nothing out to upgrade, unfortunately. And not really many resources to gather. I can gain a sword for each person in play. Again, don't really know if I need that. This is going to produce either a gold or a barrel. This can produce whatever I want, but I have nowhere to spend things currently. I would definitely like to get this beach upgraded, I think. So I might just bring that in and then try to get some resources. Okay. Food barns. Got some coins. Definitely have some coins. Don't have any stone. Don't have any wood. With the exception of this card, I can get one of those items. Let's keep going and see what we can get here. Be nice to upgrade this church, too. All right, there's a sanctuary. So at least I can keep a couple of these cards. Still no wood or stone of value, at least. Not a lot. I have access to gold. None of these cards really need gold. I could upgrade this sanctuary. That would be nice. I do have the gold. I'm one stone short, however. So this is kind of the point in the game where I have to make a decision. Do I want to move forward with this deck, knowing what I have in there could come out, or do I just make the best decision I possibly can? I don't know what the best answer is for this question. Again, I think it's going to be different for everybody. But boy, it feels like I have a lot of resources on the board right now that are going to go to waste if I do that. So do I press on, try to find some stone, try to find some wood, try to get something done? Barrels aren't going to go to waste because they're going to go up to my exports. So I think I'm going to do that. Okay, there's some wood sitting on top now. I can get, okay. Neat. Still going to be a stone short no matter what I do, it looks like. Here's a barrel. Okay. So I can gain a resource. I have a bunch of gold. I'm going to be able to save 2 cards at the end of the turn. That's important. I feel like these barrels are probably going to be spent on my export card. I do want to get this church upgraded. It requires an additional stone. So I could get a stone, I can get a stone. I have an iron. I'm a stone short. And I don't have any wood, but I do have wood sitting on top here. So that's possible. I could potentially get a stone and a stone. I could potentially upgrade this raid card with Sir Andrew's swords. That might be the better plan. All right, let's do that, because that's going to give me access to resources moving forward. Or I could get 3 wood, and that might feel more important, because this is a ship card. This is specifically from the Distant Lands expansion. Maybe I want to get that done first. Oh, I can, you know what? I'm going to use that. I'll keep that one in play. Okay. We've got a plan. Is it a good plan? Probably not, but it's a plan. I'm going to upgrade my raid card. So, boy, that feels like a waste. But I have no way to get more stone unless there's something hiding under there. And I don't know if I want to push it, because I'll definitely lose a bunch of resources. I've only got 1 sanctuary. I can only keep 2 cards. I'm definitely keeping this card so that I can upgrade it here in a minute. I will need stone to do so, so I will keep my festival card. So I think I'm going to keep those 2 cards in play. This will go to waste. This will go to waste. This will go to waste. This will be upgraded with Sir Andrew. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mark 1x for each seafaring card. I'm going to use this one to get a barrel. That'll give me 3 total barrels to export. So 1, 2, 3. These will just be discarded with no effect because the stays in play is going off of that and the rest have no way to stay. I'm going to use my final action here, my main action, to turn this card by using these 2 swords on Sir Andrew. So 2 swords upgrades this card, this looting card. End of the turn, the sanctuary will go away in order to keep the beach in play along with the festival so that I can try to upgrade it on my next turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. There's a knight that stays in play. There's some more swords. Looks like maybe I got what I needed. Yes. Beautiful. All right. So I will spend these 2 barrels as exports. Okay. I then want to spend 3 wood and 2 stone, 1 for my servant, 1 for my festival, in order to or do I want to just use the 3 wood? What are we doing here? Beach can become discover 4 cargo. Interesting. Or discover the shipwright. Add any 2 resource stickers as production on a ship in play. Oh. So do I want to discover the shipwright or do I want to get some cargo? I think I want to get some cargo. So yeah, I think I'm going to definitely spend the stone and the wood like I was going to upgrade the beach into a harbor. And then I can end my turn on my next go around with this card to discover 4 cargo, which in distant lands sounds like we're going to be doing some trading. So, all right, rain event. Your lands produce double. I may not play new things. End of turn, this flips. Okay, so I can't play any cards. No lands in play. Ew. Ambassador is basically worthless at this point. Oh, was that not... That was probably... maybe that came out at the end. I should have gotten rid of this card. I don't know if I saw that in my selection, because that's worthless. Oh, 2 persons and 2 wood. I'm 2 wood short. That stinks that I can't pull out another card. I could have upgraded this trade ship to a trade route worth a lot more points. And then it discovers a pirate, which I'm assuming is bad because pirates are bad, usually. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have anything I can do here. My knight will stay in play. I have 1 barrel I can play, I guess. I guess that's all I'll be able to do. So we'll go ahead and bank that barrel, getting me to 65. All right, thunderstorm, or I'm sorry, rain's going to turn into a thunderstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Ooh, those tear barrels. Discard. Oh, I did this. I discarded. I already found the artifacts. So let's cross that off to remind myself. 2 iron and a gold to turn Lost Civilization into the treasury, which sounds like something I want to do. I've also got this priest that requires 2 barrels and some gold, and that would be nice to get upgraded as well. Currently, I don't have anything to do. Let's dig. All right. This requires 2 iron and a gold, and I have 1 iron now. 3 wood to upgrade the mine into a deep mine. That's not terrible. Yeah, this priest might just have to wait again. Oh, you know what? I could use gold to upgrade 1 card in play as normal and then still have turns to use. I might do that because if I used these cards to generate resources, okay, if I did this, 2 gold, 4 wood, 2 barrels. I could upgrade this card and still have something else to do if I wanted. Does that make any sense? Probably not, because I'm still going to be an iron. I'd still be short iron here. Oh, okay. I definitely want to upgrade this mine, though, I think, this turn. Because it looks like these cards are going to need multiple iron, and that would be just a one easy way to get it. I could dig, but that is stone that will probably go to waste if I do bring it in. So I don't know if there's any reason to even do this, spending 2 gold. All right, well, I've got 2 barrels. Or do I just dig and try to get more gold and upgrade this priest? I've been wanting to do that forever. Currently, I have 2 gold, potentially 3 if I wanted to waste those swords. I'm going to dig. Not a great decision. But it did give me an iron, so I could upgrade my lost civilization right now. Could also upgrade my miners to forced labor. That's not great. Oof. Yeah, we're not going to upgrade that card. I'm going to cross that off because I don't want to do that. Don't do that. All right. Okay, I have a bunch of stone. No way to use that. I could do my iron. Get this. This is a stays in play 2 gold. That's not bad. How much gold do I have? Just still the 2 gold. There's a 3rd waiting. I need 6. But boy, that priest. Upgrade 1 card in play, paying as normal. This does not end your turn. That's pretty powerful, and it's worth 5 points. Might just upgrade this lost civilization. I don't think I want to upgrade the rocky land. No. Oh, so many decisions in this game. All right, let's spend our 2 iron and 1 gold. We'll do that. So first of all, we're going to bank these barrels here on the Lady Consort. 2 more barrels up here. Or do I dig for more gold and try to upgrade the priest? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. So I did my barrels. I will get rid of a bunch of resources here to upgrade my lost civilization into a treasury. These don't have stays in play. They'll go away. And again, no reason, I don't think, to keep any of these. I don't think I have a way to upgrade anything. So those will go away. New turn. Yeah, I would have been searching for some gold still. I could discover this project. I've been wanting to do that. I could also bring in this. I think I want to do that. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I want to bring in... I want to do that. I'm going to bring in 2 cards. Oh, good. That's helpful. Okay. Choose a land and play, gain its production in resources. So this field worker is going to get me 2 wood from the pine forest. The pine forest is also going to get me 2 wood. And I'm going to upgrade this hill settlement. Those will all disappear. At the end of the turn, I can discard this to make up to 3 other cards stay in play. So I will make those 2 cards stay in play. Here, oops, here's my next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I might as well just bring this in probably. We'll see though what we do. Okay. lot of people. I can bank a bunch of barrels with the mushrooms, which I might do that and then use my architect to discover those building projects. Yeah, that feels probably the right answer. I can only get 4 swords. I need 5 to bank them in my army. So that's not super helpful. So I will discard 1, 2, 3 persons to get 6 barrels. This makes 8. This makes 10. So I'm going to bank another 10 barrels. I'm going to bank another 12 barrels. There's no reason to hang on to this guy. Yeah, 12 barrels. That's neat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we are now at 75. So I can put sticker 10 on any card, and that's just another 5 points just to add somewhere. That's pretty cool. All right. To complete my turn here, I'm going to reset this card to discover 1 building project. So I'll reset it to the scribe. And these are cards 78 and 79. 78 and 79. Here they come. We've got, we can make a statue or we can make a villa. In a turn, discard to make 1 person stay in play. That's cool. The statue is just worth points. This is just straight worth points, and it's going to cost me some stone, some wood, and eventually some gold. Okay. This one, I do have a lot of people in play. This is effectively another sanctuary on the back. Very expensive to create, though. I mean, so is this. They're, I think, basically the same cost. So do I go straight points, or do I go with the ability to keep people in play? I think I might go to the villa. So put 78 back, and we will keep the villa in play. All right, last turn. This card comes in. I have nothing to do with it, unfortunately, and it just kind of goes to waste. So that was round 1. I guess I need to grab 2 new cards. All right, jungle for both of them. They look identical. And tree houses on the back. Those are great. The art on these looks a little darker, a little different than the base game. Maybe just a printing issue, but I don't know. So we discovered the next 2 cards. These will go into our deck. We'll give those a good shuffle, and then we will continue this in our next session. So Distant Lands, so far, playing very similar to the base game, obviously. My goal is, in 6 rounds, to produce as many seafaring cards as possible. I started this expansion with 1, 2 of them, because I had ditched 1 in my Purge. So currently I only have 2. I'm assuming I'm going to have to make more than that. So I'm going to have to really do a good job of trying to find those cards that let me upgrade into seafaring cards. We made a lot of progress on our exports, and I might be adding these stickers here that I can in the next go around here. I might be doing that before the next session. If I do, I'll update that on the screen, or let's just let you know at the beginning of the next session. So again, we finished the base game, Feudal Kingdoms. We are now working on Distant Lands. So this was session 5 of Feudal Kingdoms. Loving it so far. The expansion is just adding so far. Again, I'm only 1 round into the expansions, but it's just adding more of the good stuff from the base game. So we will see where this goes. I'm very excited to see what happens with this ether crystal. It says there's some effect that can use it. I don't know yet what it is, so that's pretty exciting. So we will be back with session 6 shortly. So thanks for joining us, and we appreciate you watching. See you guys later.